cardiologist today, and then tomorrow I go to the heart hospital, also in Plano, for a test on my corazon. Well, I haven't done a video because there's been so much going on. Last week I had 2 doctor's appointments back to back. Now, what were they? One was the cardiologist. Oh, the first one was MRI of my brainstem and cervical spine. That was Monday, I think, last Monday. Tuesday was the cardiologist. And then I ended up just getting worn out. And so the results of the brainstem MRI to check on the brainstem disease called Chiari malformation. If you're new to my channel, I'm actually going to the neurologist this morning to go over the results, but the imaging department did email me all the results. You know, it's all in that medical jargon. Some of it I understand and some I don't. And then the neurologist emailed me after he read it. And I don't know what they're building down there. They've been clearing land over there to the right. And the good news is that the brainstem disease, it has not progressed. It doesn't show any progression since the last MRI, I think, was 2 years ago. And then the spinal cord disease called syringomyelia, I don't believe it's progressed, or he would have said something, but they didn't MRI my whole spinal cord. They just did my cervical, upper neck, well, the neck. And the only difference there is a bulging disc in C6 and 7, which I'm not surprised because I've been telling the doctors for about 2 years that there's something in my neck that hurts a lot. Sometimes it sounds like it's squishy and cracking, and anyway, I wasn't surprised to find out about that. But the appointment this morning, I guess, you know, he'll go over things more. So that's, you know, to me, it's good news. I mean, no one wants a bulging disc anywhere. I have one in my lower back around my hip, which is very painful. But overall, I'm thankful that the brainstem disease hasn't shown progression, and I guess the spinal cord disease the same. Now tomorrow at the heart hospital, I'm gonna have a CTA coronary scan done, and the cardiologist had to call in a prescription because I'm allergic to contrast. I just developed an allergy to it a few years ago. I used to always be able to handle it, but a few years ago, when I was having an MRI, they gave me contrast, and I got so sick. I got coughing, and I got the dry heaves. I felt like I was gonna pass out. They had to rush in. The techs had to rush in, pull me out of the MRI machine, give me a bag in case I was gonna get sick. They put wet cloths on my head, on my neck. It was a lot to go through. So now I don't have the contrast. prednisone. I have to take it 13 hours before the scan and then 7 hours before, which is a little bit of a issue for me because prednisone is a steroid, which if you're diabetic type 2 like me, it raises your blood sugar. So I have to drink lots of water before. Like today I'll start drinking more water than usual, and then tomorrow, which I don't have too much time tomorrow because the appointment's also in the morning, but God's gonna help me through it. What else? It's just been very busy last week, very, very busy. Oh, let's see. Please go to my post page. I put 2 posts there, maybe 3, about my friend Naomi, who I've never met, but she's a YouTube friend, a crocheter. Maybe she knits, but I know her, quote unquote, through my other friend Barbara, who I never met, from Crochet Therapy. And anyway, Barbara does a live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and she had Naomi up as a guest on her live. And Naomi today is going live on her own channel. So the other day she did an introduction video, very nice, not too long, just telling you briefly about herself. And of course I can't remember the name now of her channel, but that's why I'm asking you to go to my post page. It's posted there. Her intro video, the video, Barbara's live with her there. All that information is there. If you please just check her out. Now, it's almost taking you to Garland. I always do that. Big funeral home over here on the right. And they sure do stay busy. I didn't know how to say that, but that funeral home, man, it stays busy, and sometimes they get 2 funerals at the same time, and the overflow is down the street, and that family that owns it owns several funeral homes. And my landlord's parents are friends with the owners. So go check out Naomi. Let's support her. You know how it is when you're just starting content. And let her know I sent you. Not because I get anything out of it. It just, will show her that I'm also supporting her, not only by me subscribing and watching, but by pointing others to her. Just want to encourage her. So check that out. And then today is July 1st. You know what that means? It means K&K Crochet's Christmas extravaganza, which she's invited me and I'm sure many others to be a part of before, and I meant to before, I really did, but I wasn't able to. But I'm on board with it this July. Now she's already got one video out today talking about it, and then another video out today she already has out showing her first Christmas extravaganza idea, worked already, you know, I think like last month, making all their Christmas extravaganza things for July. So they just gotta, all their things are already made is what I'm trying to say. Me, I'm doing it by the seat of my pants. No surprise, right? So last night I made my July 1st Christmas extravaganza gift idea, and I'll be doing a video this evening about it, because that's when I'll have a chance to do it. Now besides that, my hook has been busy. I still can't find my favorite G hook, but I've been using my I hook is what I needed for what I've been making. And I've got, well, I'll just tell you, I've been making market bags or produce bags or fruit bags. They go under several different names. And I've already got 2 done. They're 2 different patterns by 2 different people, and I've started on a 3rd. And maybe I'll show you the 2 that I got done. Also, yesterday I took out my bag of scrappy granny squares that Laura had made me and sent me, thinking maybe my G hook was in there, because I was using the G hook to trim those, and I haven't found it yet. It's been hot, but this is Texas. Still no air conditioning in the car. I'm praying that God would send help with that. Because I think this summer, if it doesn't get working, it will be 3 years, maybe even 4. I don't know. But I know it's more than 2. And I love the heat. And I don't even mind sitting out with the chickens when it's hot. If I'm under one of the trees, I don't mind it. I don't mind sitting out in the back of my trailer under the shade tree with the kittens. But what I do mind is being in stop and go traffic in a hot car, especially if I'm in construction traffic. That is the worst. It's hard to explain. Some may understand it, but it causes flare-ups in conditions that I have. If I have to just sit and just move a little, you know, in the traffic, in the hot car. My Lady Jane, my barred rock hen, which is the black and white one, she's my eldest hen. Oh, yesterday I thought she was going to leave this world. She was just not, or she didn't seem to be doing good. I put some Save-A-Chick electrolytes in their water. She was drinking that. Chickens are very smart, you know. So that might have given her a little boost. Have to keep my eye on her. probably did laundry one of those days after an appointment. Well, by Thursday, I was wiped out and sick. My blood sugar actually went up to over 500 because of just being worn out and just full of pain in my joints. But by the evening time, see, I checked my blood sugar in the evening while getting ready for church. Of course, I had checked it that morning and everything, but like I said, by that time it was over 500, and I thought, well, I'm not dizzy. I'll just go on to church. I took my insulin and went to church, and when I got home, it was in the 300s, and I had some water, and by the morning, it was down into the, I believe, the hundreds. It's so complicated, the diabetes, and high sugar, low sugar. You got high sugar like that, and you don't want it to drop too fast. You don't want it to go higher. 500 is very dangerous. It all goes back to you have to know your body. Thank God for the doctors and the wisdom that God gives them and the help that they are to us. That's great. And people that go through similar things can be, an encouragement to one another. But when it comes right down to it, you have to know your own body and ask God for wisdom, because He knows our bodies better than anyone. He created us. One thing about me is I know my body. And that's just that. Boy, there was not much traffic. You never know coming to Plano. I'm almost there, and my appointment is 9:30. Now that guy is smart. Oh, he's gonna cross in front. Look, he's on a scooter. Did he go by yet? I don't know if you saw him. Now, if I had balance, that's how I'd be getting around. After this appointment and I get back to town, I do have to go to the laundromat. Don't want my clothes to pile up. I'm excited about K&K's Crochet Christmas Extravaganza. Excited to see the things they've made. And I just had a drink of this. It's Lipton Diet Iced Tea Peach. And I bought it, I think, at Kroger. Maybe, I think Kroger. I think I looked at Walmart. They didn't have it. They had Snapple. But I like the Lipton. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see what K&K has come up with. But also, they will be sharing other content creators' videos that are taking part in the Christmas Extravaganza. So it's a wonderful time to meet other people that you may not know. think off the top of my head was Granny D. I met her through that. So these things are a wonderful way to support each other and meet other content creators. Learn from other people. Let other people learn from you. It's wonderful. Oh, while I'm talking to you, Cindy from Pups and Crochet, you need to check your email. Yes, yes. Now, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but for those of you that are into sharks, I think this week is Shark Week, which I really don't know what that means. But Cindy from Pups and Crochet loves sharks. And if I remember right, I think last week she said next week, which is this week, starts Shark Week. So if you are a shark lover, you'll want to go check out Cindy from Pups and Crochet. I'm sure she's made a shark by now for this week. And, or sharky things. Now last year she made a really cute shark spinner. She has it hanging behind her in her videos, and she had put out like a challenge for other people to make them, and I was supposed to, and of course I never did. I started it and never finished it. Don't know where it is. It wouldn't take long for me to make another one. We'll see. I want to be involved in so much. To show my support, you know. But do what I can. I know you're tired of hearing it. I still have a Happy Meal video to do. Hey, there's been times when I've needed that $5 extra just for gas in the car. Let me tell you, God knows. And she also brings treats for the chickens and for the goose. You know, she goes the extra mile. And I have been wanting to make her something. I do have a dishcloth made for her. I wanted to make her a set of dishcloths and a scrubby. expensive they are. For a rotisserie chicken at Sprouts, you're gonna pay $14.99. And I'm gonna walk right by. No way. Now, sometimes I do go in there if they're having a sale on some produce. But Sprouts, I don't think they changed it, but last I knew, if you wanted a bag, you had to pay for it. So I'm gonna make me a market bag, but also because I shop a lot at Kroger. Now at Kroger, you don't have to pay for a bag, but I usually bring one of those recycle bags with me, especially when I buy produce, when I buy some tomatoes and stuff like that. For some reason, I like those in that recyclable bag. But I'm thinking about making me a market bag. And I know the one cashier that loves to talk. I always seem to get her, which I don't mind. She's very friendly, but I'm just interested that if I make me a market bag and she sees it, she may say something. She may comment, and hey, I'll market it. I'll say, oh, that was a pun. The market bag. If she comments on it, I'll say, oh, I'm making these and selling them, and they're so handy. She may be interested in buying one for her or someone, or she may tell another cashier about it. You never know. Used to have good produce until the pandemic. After that, the produce is not good. Has anyone noticed how cilantro has gone up? I should have planted me some. I use it so much. It's gone up. I know everything has gone up, but little cilantro, it was 2 for $1. Then it was 69 cents. And now, I think last time I paid 89 cents. And you gotta really check it over in the store. You don't, sometimes they're not good. I put cilantro just about in everything. This is Plano Parkway, and if you follow it all the way down, and then I think if you turn right and go all the way down, that road will be called Preston. I think that, well, it'll take you into Dallas if you take a right or a left. I'm not sure which, because I don't go to Dallas. I just know that it will. And so traffic kind of picks up around here. Now I'll be coming back down here tomorrow because I don't think you can see it, but down there on the left is a big building with a red heart on it. That's the heart center, the heart hospital, where I'll be going. Oh, you can see some of that white tree up ahead. That is a crepe myrtle. Car dealership on the left, and the guy is power washing the vehicles. I'm sure there's a lot of pollen on them. Pollen is very bad right now here. See that building? Over there, that's the heart hospital. There's a doggy daycare. Boarding. Doggy daycare, boarding, doggy training right there on the left. And sometimes they've had issues with dogs getting loose, running through here. Construction on this heart hospital. Now, off to the right is a hotel, which I've said before is so convenient because people coming from wherever to be with family or friends that are having heart procedures. And then over here on the left is a Baylor hospital, but also a medical building with all your doctors. That's where I'm going. And you probably can't, can you see up above a little bit? A tunnel, I guess you'd call it. That takes you to one building to the other. And they had to wheel me through that when I was having that gallbladder issue. The ER doctor didn't want me to walk across. Said, I'm having the nurse wheel you. Now this is another reason why I come early, is because the parking garage gets so full. I say people come during the night to find a parking place. And I got my headlights on, and you see it's still so dark in here. Oh, I'm yielding, but they're not turning this way. Okay. Pretty full, isn't it? Oh, you just fell. Can you believe it? Don't tell me. Why is that stand? gotta go so slow because there's people that speed through here, which don't make no sense. I'm gonna park over here. Away from everybody, minding my business. Okay, wallet. All right, I'll let you go.